Greetings, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Hot Topics time. It is Thursday, October 12th. The year is 2023. And Beyonce is on the lineup. We're going to talk about how she is showing support to Taylor Swift. Jeannie Mai, she's made actually her first television appearance since it's been announced that Jeezy has filed for divorce. Going to touch on that. Kevin Hunter, the ex husband of Wendy Williams, honey, he sold his mansion down in Florida and he is still facing some financial troubles. We're going to touch on that. Got a couple of other hot topics sprinkled in between. But before we get into those other hot topics, let's start off with the queen, Beyonce. Okay, Beyonce is showing up for Taylor Swift's movie premiere. Taylor Swift, she's not still on tour, right? I didn't really follow Taylor Swift's recent tour, but I know that she has a movie in the movie theaters. Beyonce, she wrapped her Renaissance tour, did exceptionally phenomenal tour, and she has her movie Beyonce coming out in December. And it's going to be pretty much a behind the scenes of the Renaissance tour. So these two ladies are very, very smart. And I know that, I guess, I don't know if it's the industry trying to make them beef or social media or whatever. Doesn't matter. It's not working. These two women understand the business and they're getting it right. And I respect it. So on Wednesday night, it was the era of two queens when Beyonce attended the premiere of Swift's Eras Tour concert film in Los Angeles. Okay, both women have reigned supreme this year with powerhouse concert tours that they are capitalizing on by bringing them to the big screen. First of all, this is absolutely positively smart. Like Beyonce, I think, has a deal with AMC to bring the Renaissance behind the scenes, film directly to AMC. So it's Beyonce and AMC dealing with each other directly. Smart move, okay? First up is Swift's, which, due to unprecedented demand, opened with early access shows on Thursday and will have additional showings over the weekend. Queen Bee, who recently wrapped her Renaissance tour in Kansas City, has announced that her Renaissance, a film by Beyonce, will hit theaters on December 1st. Okay, the women have been longtime admirers of each other. And early Thursday, Swift posted a video of the two of them together in a theater with Beyonce tossing popcorn. And Taylor Swift basically said the way that she's taught me and every artist out here to break rules and defy industry norms, it's her generosity of spirit, her resilience and versatility. She's been a guiding light throughout my career. And the fact that she showed up tonight was like an actual fairy tale. This is how you're supposed to capitalize in the business that is music. These two women have perfected their craft. I know a lot of people compare the two and they know it too. So why not shut down all that noise by showing support for one another? And not only that, they both have successful tours and they turn that into a movie theater experience. This right here is queen-ish, okay? That's how you do it. Let the industry try to pit them against each other. That's fine. They're supporting each other all the way to the bank. And I freaking love it. It's giving their fans a great experience. They have huge fan bases and they are making money. This is smart right here. And this is what I want to see more of in the industry, especially when it comes to women. I want to see women be smart, not farts. All right, up next. I thought that this was typical Charlamagne behavior. Young Miami recently won a BET award, okay, for her podcast. I think the category was Best Hip Hop Podcast or what have you. And she beat out Drink Champs, which is hosted by Noriega. Okay? Nori. Let's call him Nori. And a lot of people have a lot of criticism about it, all right? Charlamagne says that Carisha Please shouldn't have won Best Hip Hop Platform because she doesn't drop daily or weekly. Was De Leon a sponsor of the Hip Hop Awards? De Leon, you guys know, is synonymous with Diddy. And most of you know that Diddy and Carisha have their special relationship, whatever it is, this week. So basically, what was being insinuated is that Young Miami is sleeping her way to the top. And I'm going to tell you why this is stupid for Charlamagne. And this is exactly why the Breakfast Club is a platform that's not even considered in the running as it pertains to like podcasts, radio shows. It's pretty much dying out and fizzling out. Charlamagne is such an instigator. He is petty, and this looks absolutely positively bad to speak ill of your colleague. Shall I remind you, Charla, Diddy was the one that wrote your first check for you being on the radio. Okay, remember you was with Revolt. Let's not forget. That's number one. Number two, I don't like when people discredit someone else's work. Charlamagne's whole gripe is he could see, this is his what he says, I could see if Carisha was on every week dropping podcasts every week. No, she doesn't have to drop podcasts every week. I think this is the second time that she's won for this award. So Young Miami posted in the comments when this was originally posted in the Neighborhood Talk on Instagram, y'all leave me the F alone. See, nowadays, people want quality and not necessarily quantity. Yes, Drink Champs, they do drop episodes more frequently than Carisha Please. But what is the engagement giving? And Charlamagne acts like a ding dong. He acts like he doesn't know this. And it's like, give her her flowers and just keep it moving. Bad mouthing your colleague, I guess, your fellow podcaster, broadcaster, and trying to pass it off as a joke. And she's the younger generation coming up. You've got skin in the game. It just makes you look bitter and corny. Okay. Anyway, I know that some people think that Nori should have won. That's your opinion. This was a fan voted award, and Charlamagne did not indicate that. So Nori's fan base and Carisha Please's fan base, they're two totally different people. I guess I'm the exception because I watch both. Nori, these young kids that are on the internet, they're not tuning in to see Tech and Steel. I am, because I like Smith and Wesson. That's my era. Boot Camp Click, all of that. But Carisha's audience, they're not tuning in for that. They're gonna watch clips of it on social media, on the Shade Room. So it really is the engagement. Carisha receives a lot of engagement. Matter of fact, she had a podcast drop today with Ari. I can't wait to see the show, and I also can't wait to see the views. That podcast gets a lot of engagement, and I think I've had this conversation before when she was criticized for winning last year. Just give the girl her flowers. Like, to say that she doesn't deserve something, that's a stretch, considering she's not a slouch. A lot of people want to come on her show. Her interviews are fun, they're engaging, they're juicier. Nori's platform is more geared toward giving respects to the OGs, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that Nori shouldn't get rewarded, but you guys already know how this works. What the people want, the people dictate who gets the award in this category. So for Charlamagne to say that, I don't know, maybe he wanted to go viral. Charlamagne, nowadays a lot of people don't even care what you think, to be honest with you. Half the time, more than half the time, I don't. I didn't like that. She doesn't deserve. Like, that's not really funny to me. Anywho, moving along. Daystar Peterson he's gotten his wish, and he is now in general population. This is what he wanted. So this is according to TMZ. A rep for the California Correctional Institute tells TMZ Hip Hop a typical day for Tory consists of waking up around 6 or 6:30 a.m. before grabbing breakfast in the chow hall and then work release, a schedule that applies to roughly 96% of the prison population. TMZ says that they're told work jobs range from various hands-on tasks such as plumbing, carpentry, and fixing air conditioners, but taking classes will also earn inmates work credits. Non-workers at North Kern State Prison apparently have the privilege of hanging out in the day room and rec area where they're provided a tablet to connect with family. As for their second square of the day, lunches are provided in box form and inmates are allowed to eat them whenever. Okay. Also, if all goes well, Daystar Peterson will have the opportunity to participate in education programs that offer certifications and even master's degrees. Ain't that a mother beep? Individuals in jail can get their master's degree for free. Do they have to pay that back? I would know. I haven't been there in jail, that is. There's also a slew of additional courses, such as anti drug programs, alternatives to violence, and parenting classes. That's interesting. Huh. When Tory goes out in the yard, TMZ says that they're told that he's able to mingle with all groups within the general population, something his legal team stressed was important for his prison experience. Yikes. And the official says that there's no extra security shadowing him. He's a common inmate just like everyone else. Closing out the day, dinner is typically served after 5 p.m. head count. And then the day room and yard are reopened for inmates to socialize until 9 p.m. when they return to their cells for lights out. Huh. Tories maintained a positive attitude, and in the last few weeks, and was even able to nab a musical win. His new pull-up collaborations with rookie singer-producer Yumi boasts 1 million streams in just a week. What I think he should do, he wanted to be in general population because I remember his legal representation saying that he would be afforded the opportunity to enroll in certain programs that will aid in him possibly coming out sooner. What I do think he should do, though, is work on music. Why the heck not? Your fans who are supporting you, they're going to stream your stuff. So I think he should definitely work on music while he is in there. Wow, that's very, very interesting. All right, moving along. Who's up next? Jeannie Mai. Jeannie Mai is up next. And she breaks her silence after, this shocking split from Jeezy. So she actually first she posted to her Instagram with a message that you see there in the back. She basically, turned everything off. She is focusing on healing. So she made an appearance on the Sherry Show today, and she looked great. And Sherry was very happy to see her, embracing her. Sherry told her that, I've gone through divorce myself. How are you holding up? And I do like the way that Sherry was very gentle in asking her how she's doing. And she just says that she's taking it day by day. She said, when you give God your pain, he will give you his power. Now, I did notice that she was not wearing her wedding ring. I know some of you are like, why would she be wearing her wedding ring if she's going through a divorce? I did notice that Jeezy was at the BET Awards. Now, I don't know how early in the month the BET Awards was recorded. To my knowledge, it was recorded last weekend. And when Jeezy was on stage, it looked like he had a wedding band on his ring finger. So I don't know what's going on. But Jeannie Mai is promoting her new game show, Raid the Cage. So it's good to see that she's kind of got herself up and out. She stopped by Sherry Shepherd and she's promoting her new project. She talked about, her daughter being just such an inspiration for her and how close she is. And what I hope is that Jeannie Mai, if this is true, because like I said, they filed for divorce. Let's see if they go through with it. Matter of fact, they're supposed to be going to court next week, I think it is. I don't know. I'm on the fence. It could be a publicity stunt. It could be true. I'm 50-50. So here she is. She's promoting her game show. He's out performing, getting back into music and stuff. So we shall see. Now, if they do part ways, if they indeed part ways, I do hope that it is amicable for the sake of the little baby. All right. So, yeah, Jeannie, she looks great. I don't know if you guys got an opportunity to see it, but if you missed the episode, go to right on YouTube, type in Sherry Shepherd Show, and the clip will come up. To me, she looks great. So she's definitely taking care of herself. And she says that, she's just trying her best to take care of herself. So good for her. Good for her. All right. Kevin Hunter, this is the ex-husband of Wendy Williams. He sold his $1.2 million Florida mansion. Okay, and it seems like his financial troubles are getting worse. Now, according to court documents obtained by Radar Online, Hunter sold off his 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, 3,425 square foot home for $1.25 million. Hunter purchased the property located in Parkland, Florida, for $795,600 in 2020. He has lived at this home with his girlfriend, Sharita Hudson, for years, who was allegedly Hunter's mistress while he was married to Wendy Williams. Hudson gave birth to Hunter's child in March 2019. The talk show hosts filed for divorce the following month. Okay. Per their settlement, Wendy Williams is required to pay Kevin Hunter monthly alimony payments. However, he recently claimed that the checks abruptly stopped coming in early 2022. Now, the issues with the checks started when Wendy Williams began fighting with Wells Fargo over access to her fortune. All right, you guys already know that. And apparently, some financial advisor that she had at the time thought that she was being a victim of financial exploitation and locked up, clank up her accounts. All right. The judge ended up appointing a guardian to manage Wendy Williams' finances, which infuriated the talk show host. Wendy Williams, she denied that she needed protection from Wells Fargo. Hunter was unsuccessful in his attempt to have the alimony issue heard in the court. The Sun reported a judge ruled the matter will be heard at a later date and was not an emergency. So they are going to be going to court for this, but the judge said, not right now. This isn't a priority. Now, being that there's no resolution and Kevin's alimony payments have ceased, right? He says that he's falling behind on most of his bills, and he says he currently lives in a community that requires payments to the homeowners association. And you guys know, if you're not aware, if you live in a community that has a homeowners association, if those fees are not paid, your home can go into foreclosure, right? So that's the case with Kevin. So he was smart enough to sell the house. I mean, that's the right thing to do. You know, he says he's behind on his credit card payments because he has no money since the severance payments were suspended. He said, my life has been greatly affected since the plaintiff stopped making payments under our settlement agreement. Radar Online first reported that Hunter was sued by UBS Bank USA over an alleged $20,000 owed on his credit card. So he sold his house for a little over $1 million. He can pay off those debts. I don't know what he's going to do as far as his living arrangements. Is the baby living with him? Is the girlfriend living with him? We don't know. Now, also, Kevin Hunter decided to take Debmar Mercury which is the production company for the Wendy Williams show. They're now the production company for the Sherry show. He decided to take them to court. He's suing them for wrongful termination by, according to the New York state law. Now, Debmar Mercury wanted to dismiss that lawsuit. They filed to dismiss that, but the judge said, Kevin's got a case here, and that case is going to proceed. I think that he will win something for that wrongful termination lawsuit, because basically they fired him. He was the, co-creator / producer or what have you of the Wendy Williams show, and when they got divorced, they decided to let him go. And I guess they didn't do it legally. So I'm curious to see how that is going to pan out. But he did sell his house. So hopefully he'll do what he has to do and pay down his debt as much as he can. And I'm pretty sure he has lots and lots of lawyer fees if he is definitely going to be successful in moving forward with suing Debmar Mercury. I am curious to see how that pans out. But as far as them alimony payments, sir, I understand what your settlement agreement was with your divorce. But if Wells Fargo got Wendy Williams' money tied up on a tight leash, you most likely will not be getting anything. Okay, so you have a better chance of suing Debmar Mercury and getting some paper from them, because I personally do think that he has a case. So, but we shall see. All right, y'all. That's all I got. That's it for today's hot topics. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. I do want to thank you for stopping by. If you made it to this point of the video, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out the other videos on the channel. I'm sure you'll be entertained. All right, there's plenty to choose from. All right, y'all. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. Drop down in the comments. Share your thoughts. And until next time, Talk to you later.